Alright, so all you actually do need for this is just a little electric screwdriver to do your screws into here, and then obviously just pick whatever size it is. And the first thing we need to do now is piece these 3 bits together to make it sort of form a nice curve over the front bumper. And the mistake I made last time was here I was coming out way too far, so what I'm going to do is try and match it here, because in the middle section here it was perfect, but it was out too far here, so I'm just going to go for a bit of a pushback, and we're just going to see what it turns out and looks like. Also, in that little envelope there, I've got a load of stickers, and I'm not sure what to do with them. So if you've got any suggestions of any quirky places to put stickers on these, do let me know, because I'm in a bit of a pickle of where to put them. Alright, so laying them out like this will give you a good idea of what the split is going to look like in general when you're building it. So I'm just going to push this middle piece back first to about here, which is where ideally it needs to be, because if you bring it up, it will look like that. I know there's sticky out bits there, which is something that we're just going to have to deal with. If we get that bang on centre there, it really ain't that bad. And then we'll do exactly the same with these two. Just push it in, and then you keep it in roughly the same position there. This is all very rough, but trust me, you do get a good idea. So this is where I had it last time actually. So if I angle it in just that bit more, and then bring that up just as a rough estimate, I could have it like that. Okay, so now this one's in position, so we just need to grab a self-tapper, which is what came with the kit, and literally just screw it right in. If you do get it wrong, don't sweat about it too much. You can always just make a new hole. A pain, yeah, it may be, but it is possible, so don't sweat about it too much. So here goes nothing. Went the wrong way there, well done. There we go. And it's in that tight, it took my bit out, and that's how you know you've done a decent job. So let's literally replicate this on the other side. You can swing these out if you do need to adjust them as well, by the way, so don't worry about absolute final positioning. Just in case you do get it a bit off, you see, literally like that, you can just swing it out and then position it wherever you like. Mine is still sticking out quite a bit, but I'm going to stretch it like that so it's not absolutely on the ragged edge, if you know what I mean. So we'll go for roughly the same spot. Keep it nice and steady. This can be frustrating if you're not used to doing stuff like this, so do hold your patience. It doesn't help that I'm using a screwdriver that's got about 1 Newton-meter of torque either. Okay, so here's your rough image of it assembled together. Now you just want to swing it out and make sure that it's aligned on both sides, which is the annoying part, and this is the final step before you actually do throw it on the car. So it is a bit crucial. So it does actually help, I must say, if you've got a jack in the middle of it holding it all up and supporting it. Okay, this is perfectly positioned how I actually want it to be now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away, get a jack, come back, support it in the middle, just resting against the bumper, so I can actually show you how to self-tap it in. So we will resume video progress there. As dumb as this sounds, I'm actually doing this in a public car park at college, so let's see the amount of stupid looks I get when people see me jacking up a splitter onto the car, because that is exactly what I'm going to do to hold this bendy ass thing in place, because I did it last time and it works, so I'm going to do it again. Alright, so I thought I'd show this bit that I'm actually doing here. I'm actually repositioning these little side bits here, only because when I went to install it then, it did look a bit off and I wasn't too happy with it. So I've got my position I want here, and we're just going to re-tap these in here. You will have to probably do this for your own car, to be honest. And I must say, it's not just for a ZC32S, you can do this on any car you want. I got this spoiler actually from a ZC31S that I saw it on, and took inspiration from that. And I thought, do you know what, this looks rather nice, let's try it for mine. And here we are on number 2 already. Alright, so I've repositioned this now and it lines up absolutely perfectly, so much better than the last one, and it even covers the screw hole there, which my last one didn't do. I've probably chucked in a couple of pictures of the last one, just so you can understand what was actually going on with it. So yeah, I'm literally going to do the exact same on this side now. Right, so once you've done faffing around and getting it into position, put your jack back under it like so, and just get ready to screw it on either corner, or tap it in, sorry. Is that the rounded off one? No, there is one of these that's rounded off, or I might just be going insane because I've been doing this for ages. Who knows? I do apologise if you can't actually see anything here, because this is just extremely difficult to try and just get it lined up whilst also keeping the splitter in place, whilst also keeping the screw in place on the screwdriver. I'm gonna hold it in position with my fingers like so it doesn't slip, and it's just slipped. You've got to be like so bang on with this. It might take you a lot of tries if you're doing this yourself. Okay, and there we go. That's what it looks like. Oh yes, she's back on. So happy with that. Here we go, she's bitten. And there's the other side. Now we can put some in here. How many have we got left? We've got 4, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4 for the time being. And then any more self-toppers that you want to put in, literally just put in however many you feel. I'm just going to do the basic amount and show you here, and then go and do my own once I return back home to them in a bit. I guess on this one you guys can actually see what I've been doing. I've been holding it in place like so, applying force until it bites. Keep going, and it'll get there, and you'll see it drive into the bumper here. And that's it. So we need to drive this one in a bit more, and this is how you check if they've fully been driven in or not. And that's also how you avoid getting it ripped off. Perfect. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do that in the first instance. It does look a bit different to the original one, but from that angle it just looks mean. It looks naughty. I keep locking my own car, god damn it. Just for the purpose and quickness of the video, I'm not going to include it, but if you wanted to add more, just keep adding a few sort of like in the correct gaps in between where you've put the existing ones, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what it looks like. That's the finished product, and I've got something else sort of relating to this for somewhere else in the car, and I'll let you figure that out in the comments. But yeah, if it helped you and you enjoyed it, leave a like. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again very shortly for part 2 of this.